Well, we are back at the wonderful Saturday morning cartoon lineup. And yes, Sonic it is. And this did air on ABC on Saturday morning. They did have the little promotion show at one of the TGIF shows to promote this. I just forgot which one it was. But let's just say me and my brother were very excited to see Sonic. So did it live up to the hype? We will find
No.
out. Oh, oh my God. Well, that was
I got lots of cartoons on my shirt. Right now, you can just pick one of these.
so I could just pick one of those. Well, okay, well I will we will see if Sonic lives up to the hype right after this.
Danita Stokes, president of HAG. It's bad enough that Sega Genesis had the most 16-bit games, but this new Sonic the Hedgehog, oh, he really dumped my doilies. They say he's incredibly fast. Well, what's the hurry, mister? And about his attitude. Smarty pants! Why can't it be more like that nice boy Mario? Oh! Little brat! Now, get Sonic free when you buy a Sega Genesis system at its new price of $149.99.
So this is the first Sega commercial that I actually do remember. They used to play these during my wrestling program. So you can imagine how annoyed I got. So this was Sonic, and of course these were interesting commercials because, of course, I wanted it when I saw the first commercial because Sonic was something different. He was fast. It looked like a faster paced game, and Sonic looked pretty cool. I was mad that Nintendo did not have Sonic, but we still had Mario, so that was still fine. So now moving on to Sonic. This was the 1993 cartoon that, of course, hit Saturday mornings. And there are some interesting voices for this. We start with Sonic being voiced by Jaleel White, who, of course, played Steve Urkel in Family Matters.
Never heard of him.
So that was a very interesting choice for Sonic. We have Jaleel White. And we have Tails played by Bradley Pierce, and we know him from Jumanji. He was the one kid, of course, who had who cheated in the game and and he was turning into a monkey. Yes, so that is Bradley Pierce. And then we have Charlie Adler, who did several shows.
And who does he play?
Oh, he is Snively.
What the hell does Schneider?
So I believe it is the character with the long nose that is with Dr. Robotnik. And Charlie Adler did a lot of things. He did a voice in the Aladdin TV series, The Little Mermaid, I believe Transformers, and the list just goes on and on and on. So now I will move on to Christine Cavanaugh, who did the voice of I almost said Chucky. So it is Bunny Rabbit. So and of course she was the voice of Chucky, also in the movie Babe, and she also did I believe some other things as well, and she sadly passed away. So now we are going to get to Dr. Robotnik, and that is by Jim Cummings,
Never heard of him.
and he was the voice of Darkwing Duck.
Never heard of it.
We did a review on it.
Listen, I never heard of it. I met you, so I don't want to hear it.
Okay. And then Rob Paulson is the voice of Antoine Depardieu.
Never heard of him.
So Rob Paulson was the voice of Raphael. Of course, he was the Ninja Turtles. He also was Chomper in The Land Before Time. So Rob Paulson and Darkwing Duck. Yeah. Oh yes, Danny Fan, one of my favorites. Oh, Tinkerbell.
He was also in Cinderella,
Oh, one of my favorites.
a Goofy movie.
Then I forgot he was in a Goofy movie. Can't forget Jimmy Neutron.
He voiced Carl. You don't know who that even is.
And here's an interesting name, but she also voiced Phil and Lil. This is Kath Sushi, who is Princess Sally Acorn. So yes, they were in Rugrats. So she did the voice of Phil and Lil.
I got a little bit big here. Oh, there they are. Oh, there's one of them. There's Phil.
So some very good voice talent for this show. So let's see how well that that this does go here. I mean, this did air from, I believe, 1993 to 1994. So it did so it did last a couple seasons but for a Saturday morning cartoon, that seems it seems kind of normal. There were some that did last a long time. Ghostbusters
Pokemon.
did. Pokemon lasted a very long time.
25 seasons. to be exact.
Well, now you've just sold some Pokemon cards. I'm sure somebody now is going on eBay and paying a fortune for them.
We'll review that next.
So, Dr. Robotnik, of course, is giving Sonic a whole bunch of trouble. He's always trying to kidnap his friends. And there are some other ones that I did not recognize from the game. Princess Acorn is one of them.
I don't recognize that. Any Super Sonic.
So, what about
Where's
Tails?
Knuckles?
Knuckles wasn't in yet. No, Sonic and Knuckles came out later. Action.
I made you forget you were there.
Yes.
Awesome.
What? Well, now that I lost my little spot here. So, oh yes, he's trying to. Oh yes, there were some characters I did not recognize in the game, but to be honest, I did not own a Genesis. I had a Super
was
Nintendo.
Sega.
It's a Sega Genesis.
But it's called a Sega.
Ugh.
That would be like saying 64 instead of Nintendo.
Sega's the company. The Genesis is the system.
That would be like saying 64 instead of the Nintendo.
The point is I didn't have it. So now we could play these in stores though. It did have like a little trial thing in every single video store there was. So you could play Sonic, and then of course Sonic 2 came out. Now then you could play with Sonic and Tails. So so this will be a very interesting one here. We were, like I said, very excited to see the show. So I will now show the very first clip, and Dr. Robotnik is going after poor little Tails. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Isn't that one of those fetid little freedom fighters?
Affirmative, sir. His name is Tails, and he is usually accompanied by Sonic.
Take him. Perhaps his cries will flush out the Hedgehog.
Well, this is Dr. Boring Robotnik. So, not one of my favorite video game villains. So he is now, he sees one of these so-called freedom fighters, and they're talking about Tails. And Tails is just picking flowers for Princess Boring. So so I will show that clip. Oh yes, I will show it. Rather introduce my little friends here who decided to show up late. It was Shadow's fault. So yeah, so I have Shadow, Knuckles, Tails, and of course Sonic. So
And two of them ain't even in this.
and two of them are not even in this. They should have been. I would have loved it if they replaced that Princess Sally in a second. So I will show the clip of Tails in just a second.
Love these. I can't wait to give them to her. You ready, Rotor?
Ready?
Action. So here's Tails getting chased by a mechanical bee. So and I see some head shaking over there. So somebody doesn't like the voice of Sonic very much. There was already some criticisms early on. So so let's see how Sonic responds to this little attack on Tails. And Dr. Robotnik is going nuts in his little in his little domain. So I will show that clip in just a second.
He was 2 minutes ago. The foul little beast is ours, Clack. Yes. It worked. There's the hedgehog. Bomber one, the hedgehog is directly behind you. Forget the small one. Get Sonic. Get him.
So this is Dr. Robotnik here, and he just wants to have some fun with Sonic and Tails, and that I already forgot the little whatever that it looks like a walrus to me. I'm trying to see it on here. Oh well, that's okay. So anyways, so Dr. Robotnik here is not able to get Sonic or Tails or their little fat friend there behind them. So Sonic does end up getting squished at the end of this scene here where they do get away, and I do like how Dr. Robotnik is actually throwing a fit in his little vehicle there. So Dr. Robotnik is actually making me laugh a little bit. Sonic so far, I'm not going to lie,
No.
has been somebody's just sent a quick no, but he has been quite. Yeah, it is Jaleel White at his finest. So now I will show the other part of the forest here. We get, I guess, it's the ro bunny robot and good old Antoine Depardieu. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Very good, honey. Now, up we go with the new one here. Why, Antoine, I do declare, what would I ever do without all your help?
Well, here is the wonderful bunny robot. I'm sorry, and Antoine Depardieu, and these are two characters that I did not see in the game.
Why is the bunny half a robot?
You'll have to talk to the writers about
I
that.
don't want to because the show is stupid.
I wasn't exactly a whole fan of these extra characters, to be honest, and I don't know if they were in the game. I don't know. I'm not exactly the biggest Sonic expert. I like Sonic. I don't mind Tails. I like Knuckles and Shadow. But these
Those are
other
the new ones, not the old.
but these other characters kind of thrown in, and so far I'm not really a huge fan. So I think we do get to see Sally the Acorn princess thing. What is she, Queen of the Nuts? So so just a question. So so I will show that clip in just a second. She looks like a telemarketer, but I could be wrong. So I'll just show the clip and shut up. So I'll show that in just a second.
Are you gonna help us? I was, I can, I am. Thank you. I was built for speed and born for danger. Speed is my middle name and danger is my game. This is not a game, Sonic. We need metal cotter pins for the catapults.
So we were getting a nice little conversation here about Steve Urkel and then somehow Steve Wilkos. So interesting choice there with Steve Wilkos and Steve Urkel. What what an interesting combination. I'm gonna get something thrown at me for that one. Um, no, so yes, I can tell that this is definitely Steve Urkel's voice because I'm used to hearing him with the Urkel voice, and I'm used to hearing him in his actual normal.
Is this the thing that we watched Family Matters?
Yes.
Okay, good. Does not sound like Steve Urkel.
Yeah, you can pick up on it if you actually listen to Jaleel White long enough. So
What did
before
Steve Urkel always say in your show?
did I do that? I know I sound nothing like Steve Urkel, so we'll just leave it at that. So we do get to see the power rings in the next clip. I just figured I would show the telemarketer with the headset. I think that's Princess Sally, but I could be wrong. So now I will show the power ring in just a second.
Hey, Sonic! How come you're the only guy who can use the power rings? My Uncle Chuck invented them for me so I can bring down dorks like Robotnik. I hate creepy Robotnik. Yeah, don't we all?
So this is the wonderful power ring here, and I guess Sonic's Uncle Chuck invented it. So I forgot to mention that Tails, his other Bradley Pierce also voiced Chip in Beauty and the Beast. So I knew that there was something else that he did voice, and it was a pretty big movie. So here he is doing this. So now they're going to Dr. Robotnik's wonderful factory. I can just imagine what they make there. So I will show that clip in just a second. So this is Dr. Robotnik's factory, and this is, of course, where they make the wonderful unbaked hippo butt unbaked pies with a cheesecake filling to it. So, so this is what Dr. Robotnik likes to do. So, so Sonic here is he's going to run into a now we have a robotic dog. So this is just all the robot stuff to me is just incredibly it's kind of boring. So yes, you can throw a phone at me if you want, but then you'll be stuck at 5 hours at T-Mobile and looking to get a new one. So just going into those phone stores, I'd rather get a prostate exam. At least those are 2 minutes. So now I will show the next clip of robot prostate exam in just a second.
That's one mean looking. That's Muskie. He looks too mean. Cause he's a robot, but he won't hurt me. I'm his best bud. Muskie, over here, boy. Hey, it's me, Sonic. Muskie.
So here's the little robotic dog. So so Sonic is he did find a way to tame him, but then he just became bad again and then chased them. So so now Sonic is sort of in a tight spot. So we get to see some more bad guys. So I will maybe they'll be more interesting than robots. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Hold on to your lunch, Tails. Tails, you okay? Yes. Not again. Where were we? And there's
Well, we got more robots. How exciting! So so Sonic, at least we got to see his little spin that he did on these really uninteresting and very let's just say that we were about to be put to sleep by these really horrible villains. So robots, I guess, were the thing in this game, but I find them very uninteresting. So now we get to see Dr. Robotnik's more of his factory. So we get to see all the food chemicals that he makes. So I will show that clip in just a second.
I shall reveal my most brilliant plan to date that will positively eliminate the nasty little hedgehog, as well as all the other so-called freedom fighters, and bring me the power rings. My plan is simple in its genius.
Sonic. I gotta go to the bathroom. Real bad.
Well, this is not the time you want to go to the bathroom. This is when you're pretty much in somebody else's air duct. That's not a good idea. But I guess if he wanted to let himself go, the methane gas could have killed the entire factory. Oh, that would have just made the chemicals better. Well, it would have caused some kind of explosion. That actually may have been a good idea. But that's not what happened. So they end up kind of losing their balance a little bit, and now they are pretty much right in front of Robotnik's fat stomach there. So so Mr. Doctor is is kind of got a little bit of a weight problem. So now the but I didn't really get into the chemicals that he's making. Let's see, Liam the plant slant would love the chemical food. He would probably end up just promoting this on his channel. So so Dr. Robotnik is the one responsible for pretty much poisoning the Kool-Aid. So now I will show the next clip and let's see what happens to Sonic and Tails in just a second.
Nice of you to drop in, Hedgehog.
There's a robot bird too.
This mean dinner's off?
It means, Hedgehog, that your days as a freedom fighter are over.
Well, Tails had a little bit of a cold. It must have been all the all that wonderful mix that Dr. Robotnik is making. So now they are captured just in time for dinner time, and Dr. Robotnik clearly likes that. So now I will show the final clip. I'm not going to show the actual ending of the show, but I will show pretty close. So I will show that in just a second.
All the tree and expose the knothole. Somehow we gotta stop him. I have a plan. Export us to the head. 6 minutes. Okay, that's all. Sure. Millions of things. Rocks, mountains, trees. The new cotter pins really helped, and Rhoda reinforced the throwing arms, but their range is still limited. The buzz bombers have to fly close enough. Problemo. Buzz bombers hate my guts, right? Yes, so? What do you mean, so?
So this is the final clip here. I'm not going to show you how it. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. This is something that you can actually watch on Paramount, believe it or not. So we did not have to go on YouTube to find this. So it's right there on your wonderful streaming services. Hopefully you guys all have Paramount, and you can actually enjoy this on your nice little Saturday morning. Now it's time for me to do my little review on this wonderful, delightful, cleverly crafted show. So was this one of my favorites?
No.
It turns out me and my brother were actually sort of disappointed with this. There was a lot of hype for it. There may have been a Burger King or McDonald's Happy Meal or Kids Club toys for this. Um, they really thought that this was going to be popular because the Mario Super Show was, and this was not. The ratings were low, um, and like I said, me and my brother were.
All because Sonic sounds like an idiot.
I'll let Jaleel White know. So he's a regular, I'm sure. So yes, like I said, we were disappointed. Did we watch it? Yes, but we didn't have to. We put it on to see if it got any better, and I believe we just sort of drifted away and lost interest. So Sonic was sort of a thumbs down for us. If I had to grade this though, I'd give it a C plus. I'll be fair, it was just all right. And the little cartoon I watched today, if I did a review on it, that sucker would have got a humongous BW. It would have been barely watchable. So this is why I picked Sonic, the Karate Kid cartoon.
Okay.
I was going to do that, and let's just say I was 2 seconds in and 2 seconds
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
gone. It really wasn't. It was pretty bad. So Sonic did get second place today, I guess, and it did get a C plus. And I, you know what though, I am actually going to recommend it, and I'm going to explain why. Because the cartoons today are so bad, this actually would be an upgrade. Even if you find Sonic's voice irritating, I'm sure if you put on another cartoon, you would say, you know what, let's put on Sonic. Now, there were the Sonic Adventures, or the Adventures of Sonic for that matter, and this is where it gets a little bit confusing. Both of them are completely different. This one is more of a serious cartoon, which is why me and my brother didn't care for it a whole lot, where there is more comedy in the Adventures of Sonic. So eventually I will review the Adventures of Sonic. But unfortunately it wasn't on the Saturday morning lineup. I like to do the Saturday morning lineup on Saturday morning, which it is right now. So please comment below. Let me know if you did watch this on Saturday mornings. And comment below, subscribe if you want. And thank you very much for watching.